Today I'm showing you guys a nail art tutorial. I'm going to show you guys how to do these nails here, which are inspired by this really great vintage floral pattern. If you guys really love vintage patterns and vintage things as much as I do, then you're really going to love this nail tutorial, and it's very simple and very easy, so let's get going on that. Okay, so here we go. The first steps you're going to need to do, and I've already done, is you want to make sure that you remove any old nail polish that you might have on your fingernails, and then once you're done that, you want to file your nails and push back your cuticles. So the nail art that I'm going to be showing you guys today is inspired by this really great vintage floral pattern here. So a turquoise with some roses. I really love this, and it's going to be very easy to do. So to get started, the first thing you want to do is apply your base coat to keep your nail polish lasting longer, keep it from chipping, and also to prevent any discoloration to your nails that you can get from using these greens and blues and anything in that sort of color family. The color I'm using is this turquoise L'Oreal nail color, and it's called Not a Cloud in Sight, and it's number 111. So we're going to apply 2 coats of this. So let's get started on that first coat. So when you apply your nail polish, you want it to look as neat and professional as possible. So you apply it just before your cuticle. You don't want to touch your cuticle. You just want to apply it almost till it touches, but not quite. This helps to give you that nice clean look, but also doesn't give your nail polish any point where it would lift after a couple days. So doing it like this also helps your polish to last longer. So as I said, we're going to do 2 coats of this, and then we're going to come back and start doing our pattern. Alright, so I'm back now. I've got 2 coats of the Not a Cloud in Sight turquoise color applied to my nails, and it's completely dried. So now we're going to start on our floral pattern. And what I'm using for this is just some simple craft acrylic paints. These can be found at the dollar store or at Walmart. Most of the ones that I have are in these tubs, since these I still have from when I was in art school, but these are both acrylic paints. So what you're going to need is a white, a red, a yellow, and a blue. Now I'm using yellow and blue rather than a green, because that way I have more control over the shade of green that I'm trying to achieve. You're also going to need a little dish or plastic lid or anything to mix your colors on. And I'm using these brushes here. I love these brushes. It says they're for big kids, and I consider myself a big kid, but I just really love these brushes. I got these ones I think at Michael's, and I know they're still available there. I've seen them, so you can pick up a set there. And we're going to be using the very smallest brush, the blue one. So you can see here how small the bristles are. So now, to get started, we're just going to squirt some white paint and some red paint onto our mixing tray. Now, that's quite a lot. You don't need to squirt that much. And then our red color. We're just going to put a little bit of red. And then from there, we're going to mix ourselves a nice pink. So this is going to be our darker pink in our flowers. So you're looking for something similar to this, sort of pink rosy color. Now we're going to start painting. So we're just going to take that rose color, we're going to position it somewhere near the center or off to the side to start. So I've just zoomed things in here a little bit for you guys so you can see a little bit better what I'm doing. So you're just going to apply your pink paint in sort of a cloudy circular motion just to get kind of that flower shape happening. So as you can see, I've got just a small little sort of circular shape. Then from there we're going to just touch our brush into our red and our pink and then our white. And then we're going to apply that in circular motion as well. And then a little bit more red to the top, because what we're trying to achieve is a little bit of a dimension here. So if you put your darker red color in the back and then your lighter white color out front, it starts to look like shadows and highlights. So just try to remember, darker in the back, lighter in the front, and then just some sort of slightly varying colors sort of in the middle. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of the darker red to the middle. So now we're starting to get something that looks sort of like a flower or a rose. So what we're going to do is we're going to start placing some other smaller flower shapes, and we're kind of doing them in 3 sort of lines, so one to the right, left, and in the middle. So you don't want to put too many of these because then you won't have room for your leaves. So just apply the pink first, then we're going to go back in with some white. So what you want to try to do is keep the white to the front again, and try to make sure all the front of your flowers are in the same direction. So here, when you look, all of my lighter parts of my flowers are to the bottom, and then my darker spots are at the top. So there, now we've got one sort of larger flower, and that one's the most important, so getting that one to look like a rose will make the other ones more convincing. So now you can see them up close. You can see that I've applied the white sort of highlights to the front and the shadow darker spots towards the back. Then again, a little bit of varying colors throughout the center. So now I'm going to show you how to do the leaves, and this is going to be even simpler than the flowers. So we just need to clean the pink out of your brush, and then we can move on to mixing our green. So we're just getting a little bit of blue and a little bit of yellow onto our mixing tray. And what we want is a green that's still going to show up against the turquoise. So you want something that's going to be lighter, so use a little more yellow than you do blue. And then a little bit of white to lighten that up. So now you can see the color green we're going for. So what you're going to do is you're just going to find the base part of your flowers, and you're just going to apply little leaves in the spaces where you have room for them. You don't need to apply leaves to every single one of your flowers, just where you see that there's space, and try to apply the green so that it looks even over your nail. You don't want too much leaves in one spot and then no leaves in another area. So you're just going to do a little sort of triangular shape coming out from the base of your flowers. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in on this again for you guys so you can see what my leaves look like. So you can see their sort of leaf shape, sort of triangular shape. And then from there we're just going to need a little bit of a darker green color just to add a little more dimension to those little leaves. So just sort of in the center area we're just going to put a little dab, a little stripe, just to sort of create that crease that a leaf normally has. And that's really quick and easy. So now I've got my floral pattern all finished on this hand. Now I just have to move on to the other hand, and I can do it on either the same finger on that hand or my pointer finger. I'm going to choose to do mine on the same finger. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll be back for the final step. So there we go. I've got both of my patterns finished on both of the fingernails I wanted to put it on. Now I just need to apply my top coat, and I love this top coat. It's the Diamond Flash by Sally Hansen. The reason I love this so much is that once you apply it, your nails are dried to the touch within 60 seconds. So that's really great. I really love that. So I'm going to apply a very quick coat to my fingernails that I put the pattern on first, just to get that pattern sealed, so there's no chance of ruining it after that. So once I've done one really quick coat to both of the nails that have the pattern on it, I'm going to do the rest of my fingernails. After that, I'm going to apply a second coat of this top coat to the floral pattern fingernails, and then we're going to be finished. Alright, so there you have vintage inspired floral pattern nail art. I'm going to show you guys a close-up of the final product. So that's it. Really simple and really easy to get these vintage floral pattern inspired fingernails. I hope you guys really enjoyed this tutorial. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you'd like to keep up with when I'm posting all of my videos. I want to thank you guys as usual for spending this time with me. I hope this tutorial was helpful and that you'll be able to create this on your own. I really love hanging out with you guys, and don't forget, you can find me on Facebook and Twitter and on my awesome blog, and I would love to have you guys come and join me. So I'm going to be leaving all of the information and links in the description of this video so you guys can come and find me, and I can't wait to see you guys there. I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye!